Alright boys, in this video I'm going to be showing you guys my exact entry model, how I enter the trade. Now if you've been watching my videos on Instagram, you know I'm more of a day trader. I like to trade every day, but sometimes depending on the market structure I don't like to trade every day. So depending on how price action is for that day and for that week. So my entry model is very easy. It comes in 3 steps. The first step is I'm not a lower time frame user. Right, you might see me going to 5 minutes sometimes, but I just use it to look for a quick scalp. But my exact entry model I'm going to be showing you guys in this video. I don't do this. I don't even tell people this. I don't teach it, but I think it's high time I put this out there. Right, so I'm currently on a trade on GBP USD, and if I'm to say this trade is a high risk trade actually, because markets had a little bit of breakout and it's proper for market to want to pull back. You get me? And wanna do stuff like this, but we never know. I just have to enter the trade based off of my criteria. Okay, so now these are the time frames I use for my entry model, and these are the time frames I use for execution. The time frame I use is usually the 4 hour, 1 hour, and 15 minutes. Right, these are the 3 time frame I use. Now, reason being is this: market hardly have manipulation using this time frame. Manipulation rarely occurs using this time frame, but you can see more of manipulation during the manipulation on the lower time frame. Right, you can see more manipulation on the lower time frame. So as a trader, you don't want to be trading where there's manipulation. You want to be trading where there's less manipulation. Right. Right, and for less manipulation, we're going to be sticking with the 4 hour, 1 hour, and the 15-minute time frame. Now, the 1 hour time frame is what I used to look out for structure. Now, structure is one thing I see people don't really take serious, and I do tell people that you should always take structure serious. Right, always make sure you take structure serious. Always make sure you take structure serious. Now, reason being is this: we all know the market moves in structure like this, right? Market moves in structure, uptrend and downtrend, and we always want to be trading with the trend. You cannot see an entry if you don't know the direction of the market. So you have to know the direction of the market. Either it's going to be an uptrend or it's going to be a downtrend. Either of these two. We don't want to trade when market is manipulating. We don't want to do that. No. We really want to trade either uptrend or downtrend. Now let's take silver for example. Let's analyze silver for example. Now I didn't enter this silver trade because I was waiting for a breakout. Right? I was looking for a breakout on this 4 hour. So I didn't take the trade. I was waiting for a breakout on the 4 hour. But let us look at this together. Now the 4 hour time frame. I know most people don't like to trade the 4 hour because of the patience it takes for you to be able to, see an entry and for you to finally take profits. It takes a long period of time. But patience is what gets you paid in the forex market. Now, what kind of trend is this? This is absolutely a downtrend, right? This is a downtrend. But there is a certain moment you know that okay, fine, the market is no more in an uptrend, is already in a downtrend. Look at this kind of situation right here, right now. We have an uptrend. I remember anytime we have an uptrend, there is a protected low. Right, we have a protected low right there. Right there. And these are points in the market that market is not meant to break. Then we have this protected low that got broken. What majority of traders we're gonna do is they might think or they're gonna think, this is just some liquidity grab, but no, this is already a structure shift. Now, some traders trade this, they trade the break and retest, which is cool, but this is where I find my entry. Now, I'm using XAUUSD as a silver because it has one of the nicest structure currently. Right, so this is a change of character. Now we've understand that this is a change of character. We are not going to put all our focus towards the downside. We only want to look for setup that is going to the downside, not more to the upside, because the 4 hour has created a change of character. And if the 4 hour has created a change of character, 1 hour and 15 minutes has to alignment, right? Time frame alignment. Is one thing you should also take notice of. You don't want to see the 4 hour in a downtrend. I want to be taking a buy in 1 hour. You're gonna lose money because the time frame alignment is improper. What you want to do is, if the 4 hour is in a downtrend, then the 1 hour and 15 minutes is gonna be what? Bearish. And we've gotten this change of character. And that's because we have a value breaker structure right here. Then any setup or entry that we're going to be looking for henceforth, it has to be what? Has to be a downtrend. Now let's go down to the 1 hour time frame. I want to look at looking for the 1 hour time frame. What we're looking for the 1 hour time frame is not that serious. We just want to see another change of character on the 1 hour time frame. And I think we got that change of character right here. Right, this was a retracement. And from there it had a break. So this was the change of character right there. Alright, so what do you want to do? You want to map that out. Then go to the 15-minute time frame to have a better look of it, right? Because 1 hour data is not going to be as, is not going to give you more view than the 15 minutes. So what do you want to say right now? Then we realized what we saw was a valid break. Then We're gonna enter immediately if we got a break. Sorry. We're gonna enter immediately if we got a break from these points. And remember our stop is going to be on the previous high. That's our stop is gonna be. They are going to be targeting the next sell liquidity which is there. And that's how you make some money. Do you understand? So this is a very, very easy setup. What you want to do is you want to look for either a change of character or a break of structure on the 4-hour time frame. They are gonna be patient enough to look for another change of character. Once you've gotten the break of structure on 4-hour, what we're expecting is a retracement. Then once a retracement dies, it creates another change of character, internal one, but you can't see it on the 4-hour. You have to go down into the 1 hour or 15 minutes. Then once you see that, you're gonna go for the buy. Stop loss above the protected line. You're gonna aim for the previous high or a little bit higher. Then what we expect the market to do is to what? Is to move. Alright, so let's do this same thing for the next, which is this. And remember, this was a break of structure. I expected to see a body close below that, and this is a body close below that. This candle right here was a body close below that. Then we saw another retracement. But what's this retracement? How are we going to know? I could find this retracement was the final retracement. We expect to see a change of character on the 1 hour or on the 15 minutes. Let's see. Then what do we see? We saw that right there. You remember I said we're gonna enter from there, stop loss from previous high. Go to 15 minutes for more details. So what we're going to look for right now, we're going to look for a change of character during that point. Now as you can see, we saw that on the 1 hour too. So you can go further more to 15 minutes to confirm. Or we can go further more to 15 minutes to confirm. And yes, that's confirmed because we had this break right there. I never seen them, but for early confirmation, this was the first change of character, but this was the one for 1 hour. But we're gonna be going for, depending on how desperate you want to enter the trade so bad. So I'm gonna enter this one from this point. Spread the wicks. I'm going to be targeting the next low, but we know it's gonna fall more, so we might extend the take profit, and as you can see. But this is something you wanna believe in, because these are investments. You invested your money and you're waiting for the outcome. You get what I mean? So this kind of we enter the trade on Friday, Monday was the stop loss, Tuesday. kind of taking a profit on Tuesday. So it's a two days trade, 2 working days trade. So let's do the same thing again. We're expecting a change of character. We're expecting a change of character. Right, we got a big BOS here. Okay, so now what did we have again? What we got right here was another BOS right there. Then, oh, sorry, my bad. Before that, we had this. Yes, we had this. Now remember, you have to know the originator. This was the originator of the movement. You want to be mapping out the originator of the movement as a low. This was the originator of the pullback. This was the originator of the pullback. So you have to be mapping those out. So that's what you're going to be using to understand your BOS, your break of structure, and the next thing you need to do. Right, then we add this again. After that, we're just going to be waiting for another pullback, and which was right here. Then what's going to be the confirmation? Confirmation is going to be a change of character on the lower time frame, which you can find here. There's a break. Then this is gonna be the change of character. That was this on the 1 hour, but let's see what we can find on 15 minutes. Remember, you don't want to go lower than 15 minutes, because the lower you go, your gain rates also reduce. Okay, I think this is the same thing. But I don't know. It's a little bit quicker than that. Square your losses and target the next BOS, which is right there. Or we can decide to extend it. But wait, now this is where the thing gets more interesting. Now, as you can see, when we are doing this right now, just in the trend, we've gotten 3 entries, and it was a 3 solid entry. And the craziest thing is you might actually leave one position on each. Leave one position on this. Let's say you open 3 positions here, you're gonna let 2 to eat TP, then you leave 1 to float. You enter another one, you enter 3 position, leave 2, let 1 to float, enter the 3rd one, leave 2. Take 2, let 1 to float, then altogether that's like 3. Then when you see some crazy structure, then you remove it. But at least you're going to make more extra profit. Now, this is the reason why I said this. Now, you've gotten a break of structure, and now you have to pay attention to the change of character. And no change of character is when we have this right here, and this was where the change of character happened. Immediately you see this, I want you to just everything that was happening in the downtrend, you flip it, and you're going to understand that now we are in an uptrend, and the only trade you want to be taking now is buy momentum. But one thing people don't understand is they thought this is a structure movement like this, and whereas no, this is not a structure movement, because you want to count it as a 1 leg. 1, you don't want to trade this period. 2, as of this point, you might be interested in trading, but how will you know? You can't know, because I don't know, but you can't know. Depending on me, I'm gonna know what is gonna happen, but I'm not going to trade this first leg. I'm gonna wait for another pullback, which is this second pullback, and I'm going to be entering immediately I get this, because this right here wasn't broken. Then that means sellers are dying and buyers take control. Immediately I see this impulsive break, I promise I'm going to be entering that buy from that point. The 1 hour stop loss being there, and there you go. You can see the crazy amount of momentum it had. Right, and what do we want to do? We want to look for a pullback. we've gotten another pullback right there. But this pullback, we don't know if it's a genuine pullback until we have a change of character. And if we have a change of character, 1 hour was so smooth, 15 minutes. Alright, yeah, fine, we got a change of character, which is right here, because we had a break of structure. Then the change of character is gonna be right there. And this is where we're gonna have it. Stop loss meant to be here, you can place it, or I prefer here. And targets. Can I target next? This eye is too small. I want to extend it more. And voila. I hope so. Now let's look at this again. Yeah, we've gotten this break already. Yeah. Sorry. We've gotten this break already. Yeah. Then the protected low is here. Then we had protected low, so we've not gotten any pullback. Trial. So this might be a missed trade, because I always want to trade I always want to enter market when the pullback happen, not just enter immediately get a breakout. So I think market is going to buy because we have this protected eye right here. We had a protected eye right there. So the structure was something like this. But remember, we have a break of structure right here, and that means this is a protected eye. Why did I choose here? Because instead of this candle was created before this, and this is a bullish, this is a bearish candle. So if the market breaks above, this point, right now, I'm gonna call all this movement from here to this point as one leg. Right, it's a one movement. So what we're gonna expect is, if it's that long, we'll be expecting a strong pullback like this. Then we're gonna continue the trend upside. But the only disadvantage of this is you are going to be patient. I will lie to you. You are going to be patient. I think this XAUUSD made Jeffrey Benson $1 million, because this movement right here created gives Jeffrey Benson $1 million. So you are going to need to be patient and look at how this structure has been on silver. It's been a very, very nice structure though. So with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in the next video, and I hope everything I said you guys understand. And if you need more content, you can follow me on my Instagram. This is Damiji. And if you need signals, you can click the link in my bio on my Instagram page, and you're gonna go into, and it's going to direct you guys to my Telegram channel. So with that being said, I'm going to see you guys in the next video. And please make sure you like and subscribe to this page for more content.